What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we finally have Victini'S Moveset in Pokemon Go. Victini is coming to Go Fest this weekend, so if you guys have been able to get your tickets, this is going to be awesome. Victini has a fantastic moveset and a new move as well, that signature move of V-Create. So we're going to talk about Victini, talk about its moveset and its impact in Go Battle League for all the leagues. Now, Victini's new move is going to be V-Create. It's going to be a charge move, and it does 95 damage for 40 energy with a 100% chance to lower your defenses 3 stages, which is pretty big, right? You decide to throw that thing, your defenses are now completely gone, but that move hits really hard. 40 energy as well is incredible. To put it in perspective of how low energy this hard-hitting move costs, we gotta look at some other moves. Sand Tomb, Surf, Thunder Punch, all of which are 40 energy. V-Create is 40 energy for 95 damage. So this thing is going to hit like a truck, and Victini can get to it relatively quickly. Now, when we take a look at Victini on pvpoke.com, so shout out to them. Thank you for getting this up right away. Once we got the moveset and the damage numbers, it is fantastic now to see. So as we can see, some key wins here, which are pretty big: Registeel, Skarmory, Tropius, Galarian, Stunfisk, and Toxicroak. So not only can Victini here cover those fighters, right? Toxicroak being a hard fighter now in the meta with Confusion, but it has V-Create to hurt all those meta-relevant steals that are super pesky in the Great League. Now, you do have some losses here to Azumarill, Altaria, Swampert, Alolan Marowak, and Defense Form Deoxys, but I imagine that Azumarill matchup is somewhat close. We can see the full list of moves here. Confusion and Quick Attack is the fast moves. Confusion's probably going to be the better one here. And charge moves, we have some options. So you have V-Create, Psychic, Focus Blast, and Overheat. V-Create, again, is that new move. Psychic, we know. Focus Blast, we know, which did get nerfed. If you guys haven't seen the new update to Season 3, that'll be popping up right here. But Focus Blast did see a nerf, and there is Overheat as well. You are a Fire Psychic typing here, so your biggest weaknesses are going to be Dark, Ghost, Ground, Rock, and Water, but you do resist Steel, Psychic, Ice, Grass, Fire, Fighting, and Fairy. That's a lot of resistances, which is awesome. So this is the Great League, has some great potential here, right? You can handle a lot of the meta. Stunfisk and Registeel are very common. On top of that, Toxicroak as well, and you have some hard-hitting moves. So let's take a look at how Victini does overall in the Great League. So looking at the stats there, we got 120 attack, 120 defense, and 127 stamina. So pretty well-rounded right here. Again, a strong move set, but overall only a 58% win rate in the one shield fresh fight. That's what's important here. What I want you guys to understand is some of these Pokemon that it loses to. So let's take a look at Shiftry, for example. Shiftry having Snarl and Foul Play will absolutely destroy this Victini right here. But what I want you guys to remember is it's all about where you're at in the battle and the energy. So let's take a look at if we land a V-Create. We take out and one-shot that Shiftry, 115% of its health. That is over a one-shot right there, which is really strong. So this thing can be a threat, especially in closing matchups when that final Pokemon, maybe that Shiftry was trying to close, or something that is weak to Fire-type moves. This is where Victini could really do well to close battles. Now, if we take a look at Victini here against the Great League meta, so the most common Pokemon that you guys are going to see, now this does not include the updated moves and rankings coming out for Season 3, just letting you guys know if you're watching this a bit late. This is just as is right now in Go Battle League. Victini will have a 46% win rate, which is not very high, but again, it's got a very hard-hitting move with that V-Create, so I imagine, right, if it lands against a Ferrothorn, I guarantee you that over one-shots, maybe 2 shots. Let's actually see how much damage V-Create would do to a Ferrothorn being double weak to fire right here. Let's see if it does 200%. No, only 121%, but still, like I said, it is definitely going to be somewhat of a closing move against Pokemon who would otherwise beat it right here. So as you guys can see, there's quite a few losses, right? Whiscash is going to be pretty strong, Swampert as well, Umbreon, Altaria. It makes sense. Pokemon that resist or do super effective damage back to Victini. But if we take a look at some of its wins, right? Toxicroak, Venusaur, Meganium, Galarian, Stunfisk, Jirachi, right? Vigoroth, Medicham, Haunter, Tropius, Skarmory. The list goes on and on. These are some fantastic Pokemon that it can counter, and it's going to look really strong in the Great League. Now for the Ultra League, let's see how it does here. It's going to be tough to decide whether or not you want to keep it in Great League or Ultra League. Me personally, I like keeping these Pokemon in the Great League until one day I could potentially get another one. We haven't seen Mew come back yet, but eventually I would like to have one for both leagues if I can, but for right now, I'll keep mine in the Great League unless it's completely overpowered in Ultra League, which it's pretty good, but I don't think it's broken. So overall, 55 on the ranking boards here. You can beat Pokemon like Poliwrath, Registeel, Articuno, Venusaur, and Charizard, which is really strong. You cover a wide variety there, right? Charizard and Venusaur will get chunked with confusion, especially Venusaur with that poison typing. You have the fire type moves for Articuno and Registeel, and you cover those fighters as well with Poliwrath. Now, you have some close losses here to Cresselia and Giratina Altered. You do lose to Snorlax and Swampert there, and Lapras as well. But overall, it looks pretty solid. And in the Master League, I don't know if it'll be able to compete that well up here, if I'm being honest, but let's just take a look at what we can beat. You can beat Togekiss, Machamp Shadow, so basically the fighters there. You lose hard to like everything else, right? Kyogre, Dialga, Giratina Origin, and Altered, and Dragonite, so you're going to have a rough time. So Victini, unless you are, you get yourself 100% IV and you'd love to just max it out to have fun, that is totally up to you. But when it comes to PvP, I think we'll see its potential maximized in the Great League. So that is Victini, everyone. Once I get one, I will definitely be trying it out in Go Battle League, so I'm looking forward to that. I hope you guys enjoy GoFest this weekend if you guys are participating. It's going to be a lot of fun. Be sure to get your Victini so you guys can bring it to Go Battle League. The moveset looks strong, the stats look strong. It definitely needs a strong team around it, but it has some play against some of its weaknesses. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about Victini. Again, shout out to PV Poke for getting this up right away. Thank you so much. This is awesome, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.